Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, folks, and here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
That's right, boys and girls, you're listening to The ProBoh Show live if you're lucky enough to be joining me on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. For the rest of you, well, apart from our godlike the podcast downloaders, you're catching this on Tuesday as well. The rest of you, sadly, catching this on a Wednesday. Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If you're not proactive enough to check out the podcast or join us in the live audience right now, that's Min, Born to Iron Man, Eugene, and a few others who are still quiet in the chat. If you're not lucky enough to be one of those people, it sucks to be you. Guys, do we have a good show for you today? Oh my God. Today I asked 100 humans to name something you might see on a bedroom ceiling. I immediately regret that topic because I can just imagine the kind of answers that are going to come in. But there you go. And we'll also find out what tourists are flocking to see in New York City. That's in Complete the News later on. But all that fun, my friends, in the second half of the show. In the first half, we have an amazing unpopular opinion today. Pedro from Instagram, our legal expert, wrote to me on Instagram. He said, this is probably the most unpopular opinion you've ever done. You might be surprised actually by how the vote went on Instagram. We'll see how it goes today in the live chat, because as we know, the decision makers are the people who join us live. Vera's here as well. She says, good morning, beautiful warriors. 17 degrees around here. Yeah, thankfully the oppressive heat has stopped here in Madrid, and we're not flooding. We're not swimming to work, guys. If you were listening to the show yesterday, we spoke briefly about that emergency message that came across on mobile phones that gave everyone, including me, a heart attack. So today's unpopular opinion is society does not reward hard work. La sociedad no recompensa el trabajo duro. We're going to pick that apart later on, guys. But first, I'm here, you're here. Why don't we see what's going on in the world? Why don't we do that for a change, my friends? First of all, welcome back to the world of the working to our American friends. Yesterday was Labor Day for them. It was truly land of the free. Everyone just had a day off yesterday, so good for you. All right, let's take a look at a recurring character of the show, Mr. Elon Musk. Jeez. Elon's on this show more than Nacho, the technician. So here we go. Elon Musk, Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, now X, platform of free speech, is it not, my friends? You know, it's a place where you won't get censored or removed. Elon Musk, this coming from, where did this piece of news come from? 1 second. It came from the Daily Beast. Elon Musk ponders a Twitter poll on banning the ADL from X. What is the ADL, you might ask? Is it a racist organization? Is it a group of Nazis? No. It's the Anti-Defamation League. Come on. Mr. Free Speech wants to ban the ADL. Elon Musk se plantea una encuesta en Twitch sobre la prohibición de la ADL en un sitio de libertad de expresión. Does he not understand? Does he not get irony? Elon, do you not understand irony? We get it. You're going through your goth stage. I want to call it X, and the color's going to be black. I get it, but do you not understand free speech, my friend? So let's dive into this news a little bit. Elon Musk, the owner of the platform previously known as Twitter, suggests conducting a user poll about banning the Anti-Defamation League from the site after engaging with certain right-wing users. This followed an anti-Semitic campaign on the platform which claimed that the ADL suppresses free speech. The tension between Musk and the ADL escalated earlier in the year when the ADL criticized Musk for a comment he made about the philanthropist George Soros. Responding to the online campaign against them, the ADL stated that they remain steadfast in their mission to combat hate and ensure the safety of Jewish communities and other marginalized groups. What a nasty bunch of people. Fighting against hate. Let's ban them on our platforms, right, Elon? It's somewhere. Elon is like the edgiest kid in the chess club. I'm sorry, Elon, but you're not doing anything for your reputation here, my friend. He is repeatedly shown not to understand free speech, says Min. Yeah, true story. The elves there in the background giving you a big round of applause. It's true. Free speech only extends to opinions that Elon agrees with, apparently. Elon Musk, if you're out there listening, I know you're a fan of the show. Join me one day. Let me show you what free speech is. Because every single day, people disagree with me and I read the comments out anyway. Yeah, dude, I mean, without freedom of speech, I get it. There is, it kind of inhibits freedom of thought. But, you know what I mean? Banning the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League. Come on, my friend. How you doing, Corporate Alligator, joining us right here in the chat? How you doing? So yeah, that's Elon Musk's one and only appearance, hopefully, in today's show. Let's move on. We've got some interesting science news. This coming from Science Focus, a family of the BBC online news. It states that scientists are racing to conceive the first baby in space. I mean, that can be kind of deceptive, right? I don't think they are racing to conceive a baby. Yeah. I mean, is this just like scientists saying, yeah, we need to have sex in space, guys? This is like someone call the Sports Illustrated models immediately and tell them it's for science. No. This is actually a serious story. Los científicos se apresuran a concebir el primer bebé en el espacio. En el espacio, is that how you say it? In space? In Spanish? You tell me. Okay, anyway. This coming from, again, BBC Science Focus. Space exploration is at the forefront of many agencies and private ventures, with plans to establish human colonies on other planets. However, one significant challenge that hasn't been fully addressed is human reproduction in space. Oh, sorry, I've got a dirty mind, and I'm just thinking this is scientists trying to get laid. I know it's not. My rational brain says no. But, there's a little devil that sits on my shoulder that is laughing his ass off right now. Concerns include the effects of radiation and the influence of gravity on conception and embryonic development. Netherlands-based company Spaceborne United is actively researching these challenges and has developed a miniaturized IVF and embryo incubator to assess the feasibility of space reproduction. They've tested the impacts of radiation on organic material and are exploring the possibility of artificial wombs and IVF in varying gravity levels. So there you go. I mean, yeah, this is it would be a concern, if the human virus wants to spread itself to other planets. How are we going to reproduce, my friends? How are we going to reproduce? The effects of gravity. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would affect the swimming. You know what I mean? But I'm sure in some way it will. But I think more of a prescient issue, is the radiation in space, that background radiation. But yeah, this is coming from Science Focus. Again, all the links that I use in the show, every single one of them, along with an explainer in case you don't want to click through, they are all available on my Patreon, guys. Please go and support me there. Especially if you're a long-time listener of the show. You'll enjoy it, believe me. And then finally, as we were talking about artificial wombs, oh my God. Did I just make a seamless transition into the next piece of news? I think I did. This coming from freethink.com. Okay. Scientists are growing animals in artificial wombs. Humans might be next. This is interesting. I'd love to know your take on this, guys. Maybe this will turn itself into an unpopular opinion coming down the line. So here we go. Scientists are making advancements in developing artificial wombs, which could potentially eliminate the need for traditional pregnancy and childbirth. Currently, babies born prematurely are supported by incubators, but researchers believe artificial wombs can provide an environment for conception through gestation outside the body, a concept known as ectogenesis. This technology could benefit individuals unable to have biological children, like those who have lost their uterus to medical conditions or gay couples. In 2017, a biobag was introduced simulating a womb environment for premature lambs. As this technology progresses, ethical concerns arise, especially from those who see it as dystopian. Do you see this as dystopian, friends? Does this concern you? The development of artificial wombs? I mean, I will admit a little bit of ignorance on my part with regards to this, but I see this as no less natural than IVF. Do you know what I mean? Providing people with the option to have children if they're not, for example, gay couples, for example, premature births. Is this any less natural than artificial insemination? Just allowing the fetus to gestate in an artificial womb? I don't see so. I don't really see it as that. Let's see what people are saying. Corporate Alligator says #horny jail. I think that's in response to the scientists trying to conceive in space. Pure morbid curiosity, says Min. Yeah, it's for the scientific exploration and humans in space. Call the ladies. How many humans do we need, says Corporate Alligator. Yeah, interesting, right? We're at an interesting Venn diagram of the intersection point between lower birth rates. Again, South Korea posted the lowest birth rate that they've ever had. So low birth rates and kind of a disparity in between jobs and the amount of people to fill them. We've got that on one side. And on the other side, we've got artificial intelligence that can actually do a lot of those jobs where there is a deficit. Do we really need more humans? It's a fair point, right? Our planet has dwindling resources. Maybe, maybe we just don't need any more. But then again, Corporate Alligator, there are people who want to conceive that can't. Shouldn't we be providing an outlet for that as a society? I don't know. Min says, artificial womb is fine. It just sounded like, let's see what happens if we let a baby be born in space. Yeah. Anyway, friends, so that's the news for today. Let's move on to our unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
All right, friends, what even is an unpopular opinion? Well, it's a brain fart, un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental. I share it with you on my social media, namely my Instagram, @professionalbohemian. I share it with you on there. You have a first chance at voting. I will reveal the results of that vote in a second. But the real decision makers are the people who are joining me live in the chat. Min, Corporate Alligator, Vero, Eugene, Born to Iron Man, and all the others that are lurking in the chat and not saying anything. This is for you guys. So here we go. Today's unpopular opinion is society does not reward hard work. Society does not reward hard work. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? That's what we're here to discuss today, my friends. La sociedad no recompensa el trabajo duro. Okay, so let's see what they said on Instagram. So I made that statement that society does not reward hard work. They said, "69% true." Not actually the most unpopular opinion we've had. And it was wow, and a lot of people voted in the hundreds on this one. So let's see what you guys are saying. Vero, before we get into the pros and cons, let's see what Vero says. Vero said, society in general rewards hard work. What we don't do is reward people who actually do the hard work. For instance, when Spanish women national football team achieved the feat of winning the World Cup, Mr. Rubiales got to tarnish it with a heinous act. And then a lot of frustrated emojis. Okay. Who works harder? Football players or firemen? Or fire people, firemen and women. I don't know what the gender-neutral term is for someone who extinguishes fire for a living. Who works harder, a teacher or football players? Who works harder? A refuse collector or a football player? Think of it in those terms, and maybe I might be able to change your mind, Vero? Our boss always rewards a job well done by giving us more work. Interesting point there by Corporate Alligator.
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Okay, let's dig into the pros and cons. I thoroughly tortured the elves this morning, and they gave me a list of 4 pros and 4 cons. Let's get into them right now. Here we go. So, agreeing with the statement that society does not reward hard work. No recompensa el trabajo duro. Here we go. Often the hardest working individuals, such as manual laborers, teachers, or frontline workers, don't receive proportional financial compensation for their efforts, while others in different sectors earn significantly more for less physical or time-intensive work. Pardon me. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Let's continue. Many people contribute significantly to society through unpaid labor, such as caregiving or volunteer work. These contributions often go unrecognized and unrewarded. True, right? People who, feed the homeless or are caregivers to elderly people. Very hard work, very amazing work for society, but they are not recompensed in the same degree as, for example, a football player, a politician. Interesting. Let's continue. An actor. Yeah. Let's continue. In many countries, there's an expectation to work long hours without corresponding rewards. This often leads to burnout and health issues, with little to show for the additional effort. Oh, true story, elves. And finally, in the pro column, in many cases, networking, being in the right place at the right time, luck, in other words, or having certain privileges, networks, contacts, for example, can play a more significant role in success than sheer hard work. Let's continue. In the con column, saying that society does reward hard work, a lot like Vera was saying there. There are many professions and industries where diligence, persistence, and hard work can lead to advancement, higher income, and recognition. Hard work often leads to personal growth, mastery of a skill, and intrinsic rewards, even if they aren't always recognized externally. Many cultures around the world value and celebrate the ethic of hard work. This can lead to societal respect and admiration, even if it doesn't always translate to material rewards. Here's my point here. Look, we live in a capitalist society, and the reward we should receive is financial recompense, not a pat on the back and saying good job. That is how society, this capitalist society, should be rewarding us, and it doesn't, in my opinion. Okay, and let's continue with the final con argument here. Historically, societies that value hard work often see greater economic growth and development as productivity increases. Even if individual rewards vary, the society as a whole reaps the benefits. I would argue here that it's a few people at the top of a pyramid that reap the rewards, and the rest of us, we get a pat on the back. Well done. Congratulations for working weekends. We appreciate it. Not financially. But we appreciate it. So interesting. All right, let's. You guys in the chat are going crazy right now. Let's see what's happening. Corporate Alligator says, no, we read that one. Min says, stay-at-home parents get nothing from society while making a noticeable and measurable difference, and working from 7 a.m. till way past dinner. A true story. True story. Often the hardest workers are the people raising a family. You know, those households where both parents don't work, which is very rare nowadays. You know, in both cases, both people are putting in way more work and effort. You know, on one side, working overtime, more than it's probably healthy, just to help financially support the family, and then the other side, the parent that's staying there, you know, raising the children, raising the family. These are the unsung heroes of society, right? Interesting points. How are you doing, Alone Strong? Welcome. Vero says, it was just an example, but I meant with it that it doesn't matter how hard you work. There's always someone who makes it appear not reward worthy. Interesting point, Vero. Doesn't matter how hard you work. There's always someone there or something that makes it appear or can kind of steal the thunder, as we say in Anglo English. Anyway, so I did get some comments on Instagram. Let's look at those right now. Elena says, in my time, I've put in blood and sweat, and sometimes it feels like you're on a treadmill. I won't say society doesn't reward hard work at all, but there's more to it. Luck, timing, and who you know.
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Interesting thought there. Thank you, Elena. Damien, I don't know if you're English or Spanish or where you're from. Look, it's not just about working hard, it's about working smart. In the tech world, innovation speaks louder. But yeah, sometimes even the hardest workers don't get their due. And then Leo says, man, I've seen talented folks, talented people grinding day in and day out. And still, the big break eludes them. It's like society is all about viral and trending these days, not just raw hard work. Interesting observation as well, right? I mean, I would say that we are all fed this lie from a very early age. Work hard, and you can achieve anything. But I think that's a very, very blinkered view on what success is and what reward means. Whether you like it or not, here in Europe, in the States, where the vast majority of my listeners are, we get fed this capitalist idea, what we would call the American dream, that if you work hard, you can achieve anything. That's simply not true, is it, folks? And we know that because, you know, we've been on the planet, in my case, 45 years, and we've seen the reality, yet we continue to perpetuate this myth that hard work is rewarded by society financially, right? And it's not. It's simply not. And in many cases, it's not even rewarded by respect or rewarded by extra time. It's just not rewarded at all. It's just expected because culturally we are expected to work hard, right? Corporate Alligator here says, this hurts so much because of how true it is. I used to have a natural good work ethic, but in the end, I always get manipulated and used for working hard. So I just don't work hard at all anymore because I don't want to give any authority to the idea to use me for more than I am capable of, doing so for less reward. When you are hardworking, that is a good thing. But when you are vulnerable and can't say no, people manipulate you into doing more work.
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
This is so true, right? Because society expects us to work hard, even though it doesn't reward us for that hard work, because it's an exception. Like, do you remember the concept of quiet quitting? It came into the forefront maybe about a year ago. People saying, look, I'm quiet quitting. I'm going to do the minimum in my work. Hello, quiet quitting? The concept of that doesn't make sense to me. If you are doing what is required of you, you are working. What you're not doing is working extra, right? I find myself putting in maybe about in the region of 12 hours extra work a week at my job. Should I be doing that? I feel like I'm fairly recompensed for my time and my effort, so maybe I should. But for those of you who aren't, It's a difficult question. Eugene says, I vote true mostly because I don't like to work hard. The reason I mention this because I might be making a video pretty soon, or at least writing quite a long essay on this subject, the subject of hard work. That will appear on my Patreon for you as supporters, at least the script, and then maybe early access to that video. So keep your eye out for that. So I have kind of, I have dug deep into this subject for my own curiosity. But what I want to know is what you think. Does society reward hard work? The statement suggests that no, it doesn't. And what I'm looking for you in the audience today, there are a lot of you watching, is your vote. Society does not reward hard work. True or false? Friends, let me tell you something. There are a lot of things you could have been doing today. An infinite number of things. But instead of doing those things, you have decided to take the time to spend some time with me, and it means the world. I will see you in a few short minutes.
The ProBoh Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. How are you doing? You're listening to the ProBoh Show. If you're lucky enough to be joining us live, it's 9 a.m. Central European Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. How are you doing, my friends? Look, it's been a hell of a show, and we've had some pretty intense debate around today's unpopular opinion. If you just tuned in, what have you missed? Well, we spoke briefly about Elon Musk, the champion of free speech, not really understanding what free speech is. I think for Elon, free speech is whatever Elon agrees with. You're allowed free speech, and if you don't agree with him, you're not allowed free speech. And then we looked at scientists that are racing to conceive the first baby in space. I bet they are. They're not having any luck on Earth. Oh, I'm going to get messages. I'm going to get messages about that one. Okay, and then we looked at the concept of an artificial womb. Scientists have been growing animals in artificial wombs. Are humans next? How do you feel about that? Interesting. And then we moved on to today's unpopular opinion. My God, is it a good one? Today's unpopular opinion is society does not reward hard work. Again, this is a topic that I'm going to cover in a lot more detail in other medium. Whether it be a YouTube video, I'm in the process of writing an essay now. I'm on about 5,000 words. I'm going to share that on my Patreon for people. Probably with a Spanish translation as well, because it's quite wordy. But I'm interested in your thoughts on this. I may use it in the video as well, the clip. So let's get into it. Society does not reward hard work. On Instagram, 69% of people voted true on this one. But I'm interested in what you guys think, having listened to a little of the rationale behind my argument. We'll get to the results of your guys' poll in a second. First of all, I want to pay a little attention to what people have been writing in the chat. Corporate Alligator says, this false notion is simply meant to give you false hope so that you work hard, as well as those around you, nets the company and those at the top more money. Wow, true story. It's literally just the prize on a string in front of you that you can't reach. Now, yes, eventually someone makes it, but what about all those who worked hard and did not make it? Just tough luck? Yeah, it's stupid. The pyramid only allows so many at the top, and those at the top get comfortable. They aren't moving out quickly. True story.
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
I have worked in my career under about 10 CEOs. I've never met, well, apart from my current CEO, who's a magician. But the rest, I haven't met a CEO that couldn't be replaced by a sufficiently programmed database. You know, or an AI. Woo, I'm going to get in trouble for that one as well. As I said, not my current CEO. She's awesome. All right. Anyway, so let's continue on. But yeah, it's a pyramid, and there are only a few allowed on the top. You know, the corporate class, and the rest of us are kind of left behind. And I agree with that notion. Alone Strong says hard work is necessary to keep society functioning and moving forward, yet society doesn't seem to value hard work. It is because there is a gap between perceived value and real value, and because we value glory over process. Wow, Alone Strong.
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
FridayCon, speaking as in a society like South Africa, poverty and multiple factors make it that 90% of children don't make it to I can't read that, matric. And that's due to factors like children needing support to support the family. Their hard work to support the family almost traps them in poverty. Wow. Yeah. True story, Con. True story. Rob covering his ass by praising the current CEO. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Rob knows where his bread is buttered. Okay. And the CEO of Professional Bohemian Productions that produced this show, obviously, that person is amazing with amazing hair. It's me. Anyway, so let's continue. So what do you think? Let's go to the results of the poll, because I think it's quite revealing. So I made the statement to our live audience. I made the statement that society does not reward hard work. And what was the results of that poll? 88% true. So there's a disconnect, right? The idea that hard work is rewarded by society just leaves out so many other factors, like luck, networking, basically the people you know. So many other factors. Privilege. Oh, good. He's not going to talk about white privilege, is he? No, I'm not. But there is such a thing as privilege. Look at what Con just said. He lives in South Africa. Kids born into poor families that have to support that family, unless, they suffer the weight of that poor luck. Whereas people who are not born into that situation are privileged, or more, at least more privileged than them. I hear the argument quite often that privilege doesn't exist. I'm not lucky to own a home. I'm not lucky to own a fast car. I'm not talking about me, by the way. I don't own a home or a car. But, I certainly wasn't born into abject poverty. I worked hard to get what I have today, but probably less hard than someone born in a slum somewhere in India who really has to grind. I was born into a poor family, true. And I have many friends and colleagues that didn't have to work as hard as I did to get where I am. But I know there's literally millions of people that were born in a worse situation than me, and I call that, myself, privileged. I mean, there is privilege in that, right? To be born in the West. To be born in a country that was economically stable. There is luck to that. Matric equals grade 12. Got you. Thank you, Con, for that explanation. So if society doesn't reward hard work, how am I going to leave off this quite depressing unpopular opinion? Well, my final thought is this. Society doesn't reward hard work. I think that's evident to most people. So what does it reward? I would make the argument that society rewards efficacy. It rewards effectiveness, not hard work. Now, parents may reward a child for working a little harder, even though they get the results. They don't get the results, right? Because you want to encourage that hard work and dedication. Think of it like this. You work with a colleague. I work in TV. I edit TV shows, okay? Say I have 2 employees, which I don't, but say I did. One works super hard, and at the end of the day has finished the edit of 1 TV show. Another is quite lazy. You don't see them working hard or grinding, but at the end of the day, they've produced 2 episodes. Who do I reward? Obviously, I reward the most effective, and that is the lazy person that produces 2 full episodes, not the person that works hard and produces 1. Is this a failure of the capitalist system, or is this just an inevitable, an inevitability? I think it's an inevitability of the society in which we live. Work smart, not hard, right? And I think this current generation has certainly gotten a grasp of this concept. Yet we still perpetuate the lie of working hard creates success. And I don't think any of us in today's society believe that's true. And on that note, my friends, I think we're going to go to today's 100 Humans. See that? Rob got serious for a second. Oh my God. Jeez Louise. My phone is going crazy. Okay, let's get into today's 100 Humans. It was a long walk today to work today, friends, across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. Today, I asked them to name something you might see on a bedroom ceiling. Keep it clean. It's a family show. Name something you might see on a bedroom ceiling. I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I'm in possession of the top 7 answers. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. Name something you might see on a bedroom ceiling. Nombra algo, how would you say this? Nombra algo que podrías ver en el techo de un dormitorio? All right. Okay, so that's the question, guys. Alone Strong says, a spider. Is a spider there? No. Although I will tell you something, Alone Strong, you're close. It's not an arachnid, but maybe something a spider might eat. Woo! Is that too big a clue? Min says a mirror. Is a mirror? I'm picturing Min's bedroom right now. Circular bed that rotates and mirrors along the walls and ceiling. Okay, is mirror there? Yes, it is. Mirror is there, ironically enough. The 100 Humans just as dirty as Min today. Mirror is their third most popular answer, with 14 of 100 Humans saying a mirror. Let's see. A lamp, says Vero. A light, right? There'd be a light on a bedroom ceiling. In Min's case, it's probably red. Is a light there? Yes, it is. Well done, Vero. And Vero, with 49 of 100 humans, it's the top answer. Well done, Vero. Coming in first today. Min also said a ceiling light. Well done. Corporate Alligator says cobwebs. Webs, you know? Is a web there? No, it's not. Eugene says a fly. Una mosca. A fly. Would you see flies? Or in my case, mosquitoes? Yes, you would. Well done. It's the 7th most popular answer, with 2 of the 100 humans saying a fly. Fake stars or a night sky, says Min. Fake stars. You know, you put those luminous stars on a bedroom ceiling. Is that there? Yes, it is, Min. I was in a little bit of a panic thinking I would have to give clues for that one. So well done. Yeah, fake stars. 4 of 100 humans said that one. It's in 4th place. Well done. Okay. Baby stuff, says Min. What baby stuff? Baby stuff. So like, I guess, I don't know. I guess the mobiles that you hang and they spin and they help a child fall asleep. Is that there? No, it's not. You only have 3 of these to get. You're actually doing quite well. Okay, a fake Sistine Chapel, says Corporate Alligator. It's not that. Okay, so maybe you don't want to put the air conditioning on, but on your lamp, on your light, you have something that helps circulate the air. What could that be? What might be on a ceiling? Something that would help circulate the air. Especially in warm countries, you see this quite a lot. I don't have one. It's not air conditioning, it's something else. I think Vero knows the answer to this one. Corporate Alligator says only in America. Okay, Eugene, Vero, they both say a fan. Is a fan there? Yes, it is. Well done. That was the 2nd most popular answer, with 16 of the 100 humans saying a fan. All right, next. A fan, but not a fan like a ceiling fan. A fan as in un fanatico, someone who's really invested in whether it be a band or a group. They might put these on their ceiling and walls. What am I talking about? If you're a fan of something, what might you put in your bedroom? On your bedroom ceiling, I'm imagining it's you're a fan of I don't know. Oof. Oh, Eugene has an answer. Vero has an answer. Eugene and Vero, are you on fire today? I think you are. They both say a poster. A poster. Is it there? Yes. It is. It's the 5th most popular answer, with 3 of the 100 humans saying a poster. Min says, do people put posters on their ceilings? It depends what you how you're going to entertain yourself while watching that post, while looking at that poster, Min. Depends what you're doing in the meantime, maybe. Maybe that's the most appropriate place for it. In that case, I'm a fan of women with big personalities. Oh, man. Okay, final one. Okay, so imagine the house is poorly made, or your upstairs neighbors jump around. These may appear on the ceiling. Yeah, maybe the house is poorly made. Who knows? Maybe there's been an earthquake and these have appeared in the ceiling. Or maybe, just over time, old paint has a habit of doing this. These are things that, you should fill for the structural integrity of the house. But what am I talking about? What could be on a ceiling? Eugene has an answer. Min has an answer. They both say cracks. Cracks. Holes, says Vero. I appreciate that. I know you mean cracks. Is cracks there? Yes, it is. Wow. Well done, my friends. So that's today's 100 humans. You got them all with a few clues. Let's take a look at the answers. So I asked 100 humans to name something you might see on a bedroom ceiling. Nombra algo que podrías ver en el techo de un dormitorio. Okay, in position number 7, we had a fly. 2 of 100 humans said a fly, una mosca. In position number 6, we had cracks, which I think in Spanish is grietas. Grietas, is that right? In position number 5, we had a poster. A poster. 3 of 100 humans said that one. In position number 4, we had star stickers, pegatinas de estrellas. Star stickers. In position number 3, we had a mirror. Oh, I got a nivelazo from Vero. Thank you, Vero.
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
So star stickers. Oh, no, 3, sorry, was a mirror. 14 of 100 humans said that. Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I need to put a mirror on my ceiling. In position number 2, we had a fan. A fan, un ventilador, I think you'd say. Finally, in position number 1, we had a light. Well done to Vero. All right, guys, that was today's 100 humans. Let's move straight into Complete the News.
Complete the news.
Okay, here we go. This is Complete the News. I'm going to give you a news headline, un titular, and you guys are going to fill in the missing information. Okay, so here we go. For those of you who are joining us as the live audience, but you haven't said anything yet, this is your moment, because all you have to write is A, B, or C. Let's get into this first piece of news. Tourists are flocking to New York City to go on blank tours. To see the iconic mascots of the metropolis. Oof, let's break that down a bit, right? Tourists are flocking to New York City. So there are a lot of people are going to New York City, right? Tourists are flocking. Turistas acuden en masa a Nueva York to go on blank tours. Para realizar visitas guiadas, tours. To see the iconic mascots of the metropolis. But what are these mascots? What tours are people going on? Is it A, sewer tours? Sewers. Is it B, rat tours? Or is it C, garbage, trash tours? Alcantarillado? Is that sewers? I don't know. So tourists are flocking to New York City to go on blank tours to see these iconic mascots of New York City. But what is it? Is it A, sewer tours, B, rat tours, or C, garbage tours? All right, everyone in the chat so far unanimously are saying C, garbage. Can I just say I love New York City? It may not seem so from today's news story, but it is true. By the way, this is from Business Insider India. Okay, so what is it? A, B, or C? Everybody unanimously saying C. Are you right, though? Let's see. Okay, tourists are flocking to New York City to go on. The answer was B, rat tours. Jeez. All right, tourists are now taking rat tours in New York City to see if the city's famous rats up close, with some tours even being broadcast on TikTok. Led by guides Kenny Bulwark and Luke Miller, these tours visit places like the Rockefeller Center, Chinatown, and parts of Queens, giving tourists a chance to see rats, which many consider to be the mascot of the city. This trend has grown thanks to Rat Talk videos on TikTok, and despite the city's efforts to control rodent population, which increased significantly during the pandemic, many visitors and locals are eager to witness the rats in their natural habitat. Can I ask you a question? Is the city a natural habitat for a rodent? I mean, I know it's become that, but is that their natural habitat? I don't know. But there you go. It was rat tours, friends. Congratulations to no one for getting that right. Well, the Min said it was probably B. But, sorry, the bridge. But you were a little late. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into the second piece of news today. Ooh, we're going to cover two today. Okay. Blank turns deadly after pilot dies during the stunt. So blank turns deadly. Blank se vuelva mortal después de que el piloto muera durante una acrobacia. I think that's how you might say it. If not, I will thoroughly torture the elves. But what is it? Something turns deadly after a pilot dies during the stunt. This is from The Independent. Is it A, a gender reveal party? These are when you're about to conceive and you reveal the gender of the baby to your friends and family. Is it B, Homes of the Stars tour? These are tours that show you the houses of famous people. Or is it C, a TikTok video? A viral TikTok video turns deadly after the pilot dies during the stunt. A, B, or C? What do you think? A, B, or C? Blank turns deadly after a pilot dies during the stunt. I'm seeing mostly A's. I will salute Alone Strong for being the only person to say C, and I'll salute Corporate Alligator for being the only one to say B. Mostly people are saying A. Okay, here we go. Let's get the results. Okay, this coming from the independent.co.uk. What turns deadly after a pilot dies during the stunt? The answer is A, gender reveal party. Have these not gone a little far? Could that not have been a WhatsApp to a group of people? But it's true, yeah. A gender reveal party in San Pedro, Sinaloa, Mexico, took a tragic turn when a Cessna plane releasing pink smoke to announce the baby's gender spiraled out of control and crashed in a nearby field. While attendees continued celebrating, unaware of the crash, the pilot, 32-year-old Luis Angel, was trapped in the wreckage. Although he was rescued and taken to hospital, he later succumbed to his injuries. Gender reveal parties, a weird phenomena. Thankfully, they've not taken off here in Europe. I don't think. I have to admit, I'm not in the whole baby celebration kind of world. But is this not a little weird? I mean, this is not the first death we've reported on the show, thanks to a gender reveal party. The plane's wing broke. Really? I had no idea. Jeez Louise. Tragic. What a tragic way to meet your end. Just to announce the gender of a baby. My God. My God. So yeah, commiserations there and thoughts and prayers to the family. All right. Anyway, guys, what a show. We've covered everything today. We had another little visit from our friend Elon Musk, and we took a deep dive into science, the science of conception. The first scientist trying to conceive the first baby in space and growing humans in artificial wombs. Then we moved on to our unpopular opinion, which was, an interesting one today, that society does not reward hard work. And the results of that were 88% true. Guys, I would ask you to keep your eye out, because fairly soon I'll either be releasing on my Patreon an article, quite a long, in-depth, researched article with regards to hard work and success. Or it might turn into a video, who knows. Guys, thank you so much for participating today, for participating in what is the best part of my day, every single day. I'll be in the studio as of next week, and you've made this summer bearable by being here with me, so thank you so much. Final thoughts? Well, let me tell you something that goes through my head every single day. There is an infinite number of things you could have been doing this morning, literally an infinite number of things. But instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me, and it means the absolute world. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow with more ProBoh Show. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.